I feel really lucky to have the chance to be here to talk to you. And so leadership, it's a two-way street. It's a relationship thing. And so if you're ever in a room and the person who comes to the front of the room is just really thrilled with themselves and believes that you should be there to listen to them, go in another room. Like, what you're really looking for, what I hope you're looking for as leaders and business people and as you go out there, is to form these relationships so that what you're doing really matters and whom you're doing it with really matters. Because you can get to the top of whatever ladder you want to. You can make a ton of money. You can take a ton of money. There's a lot of ways to do that. And I just have to tell you, it is of no value unless you really love the way you've done it and the people that you do it with. And so I look at this room and it just makes me so optimistic, because finally there is this generation that will take over the world and the business world. And it just like warms my heart to think that like you're actually doing it for the right reasons. Because I have to tell you, our generation, and I'm not knocking the four of us necessarily, but our generation, we weren't, as a group of business people, we weren't exactly raised that way. Like, you know, we smoked cigarettes and polluted. We just didn't know, right? So, but you know way more than what we know now. And I think you have way more opportunities and, frankly, bigger obligations. I want to share with you my definition of leadership. It's evolved over the years for me. And this is something I use to hold myself accountable to. I've changed it over the years as my career has grown and evolved. But I have this hanging up in my office. I want to read it to you because I want to get the words exactly right. And you think, don't you have your own definition of leadership memorized? You know, you memorize definitions when people say things like, a leader is one that is followed. I mean, that's just the kind of shit you learn in school. Like, how does that definition help you? It doesn't help you, okay? So, and again, it's on the honor system. So here's my definition that I try to hold myself to. And I hope this gives you some insight into who I'm trying to be as a leader. This doesn't mean that this is who I am every single day. It's who I'm trying to be. As a leader, I am the mirror in which my team is inspired to look. In this mirror, they learn to find everything they need to make progress on their own journey to greatness. The mirror delivers love in all its forms, tough, fair, caring, and is always crystal clear and mirror sharp. The source of that love is my personal commitment to excellence, combined with the knowledge that winning alone is not winning at all. So you see, for me, it's about the team. I was nearing my graduation with an international business degree. Sounds fancy. So I called my parents, and I'm the youngest of 4 kids, right? And the rest are like doctor, PhD, computer scientist, and so here I am, the black sheep. And I called my parents and I said, like, Mom, Dad, I've got a job. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a restaurant manager. I got a job to go into the management training program for TGI Fridays. My mom's reaction was, what's a restaurant manager? Like, is that a job? Is that a career? And my friends in school were all like going on to use their degrees for like jobs and titles and Wall Street firms and import-export trade and all this stuff. So my mom was supportive, but like, that's a job? That's a career? She just didn't really know. And my dad said, do what you love and the money will come. Or it won't come, but it won't matter because you'll be happy doing what you're doing, and so you'll do it incredibly well. And so like that message from my dad, right, has just stayed with me forever. So if I can share that with you, like your question, right, to me, like, how do you know when you find that thing you love, or how do you know? You'll know. Just don't ever lower your bar. If it doesn't feel exhilarating and fantastic, be it a personal relationship or a work relationship, change it out and get something else. You'll know when the thing just feels awesome and lights you up every day. So I hope sharing these thoughts with you can put a little more wind in your sails as you go out there to pursue these big leadership roles, make a big impact, your definition of big, right? Nobody else needs to know, right? It's nobody else's definition. It's big if it's big to you. Thank you.